All right. This is my, you know, quote unquote review of episode three. As you know, I'm not a big review guy, but I do want to talk about episode three. And to start out, I'm going to start at the very end of the episode when the Vandenreich, however you pronounce it, actually invades Soul Society. In those brief few seconds, you can tell they are not messing around. They shoot a hole in the lieutenant, who is probably dead, um, blow another seated member's head completely off without even trying, and then just face palms two other, seated members of the 13 court guards right into the ground. You can tell he is not even worried. Everyone else that they showcased, you can have the feeling that these guys are going to be just as strong, and they aren't here to play. The shit is literally about to hit the fan, and I know how this is going to play out, and I'm so excited to see how the anime anti Kubo, tells this invasion, because he is making it closer to his original vision. And the way that started out in the manga, it was very bloody, very violent, and I have a feeling they are going to continue that trend on this next episode. But yeah, that ending was insane. It's getting the fans, us fans, pretty hyped for it. Taking a step back, we see old man Yamamoto getting his ass chewed out by Captain Kotosuchi, who basically told him, "Hey, if you did your job 1,000 years ago, we wouldn't be in this situation." And when he means that, he's talking about old man Yama killing His Majesty 1,000 years ago. So that tells you right off the bat this has been going on for a while. And he even calls out the fact that when Uryu came during the invasion, Soul Society rescue arc, that he told him then, and he kind of ignored it. I like seeing him basically have the balls to tell old man Yamamoto, like, "Hey, you fucked up, and this is where we're at now." He knows shit's not good because the Hollows are completely wiped out in the world of the living, by the Quincy's, and to prevent total destruction, he had to mass murder people in the Rukon district in the Soul Society to balance everything out. Because, as they both mentioned, there has to be balance between souls in the world of the living and in the Soul Society. And to rewind even further, like I said, I'm not a reviewer. I'm just doing what I can and telling you what the things that come into my mind. Ichigo versus Kyugeope. You can tell Ichigo really wasn't taking it serious. He was just kind of playing with him, trying to get as much information as he could, trying to figure out if he really was a Quincy like he was told. Um, this guy, he releases his power and gets these crazy looking wings, which the animation looks stunning. I believe his wings are done, or his Quincy powers are done with CGI, which just meshes so well. And before Ichiko can really get serious, Aeon is summoned, which is he's a creation of the Tres Bestias, which is Haribo's main generals. If anything, their left arms, the combination of their three left arms creates this big creature who is insanely powerful, super dumb, and all he knows is kill. Starts beating this guy Kyugyope like nobody's business. You think for a split second that, hey, they won, and no, it did nothing to him. He completely consumes his spiritual power into himself, transforming himself into an even crazier looking Quincy, and he continues to suck in all the reishi or spirit particles of everyone around, which includes the Arankars, Chad, Orihime, and the other ones that were laying down. It starts ripping off their skin. He's sucking in the reishi from the rocks, the plant life that's there, just basically gonna wipe them all out. That's when Ichigo gets serious, uses his Bankai, cracks his crown halo right above his head, and that's when things are about to get serious between them two. and we will see that fight, I'm assuming, on the next maybe episode or the one after that. And the very beginning, this is backwards, but who cares? I don't care, and hopefully you don't care. But at the very beginning of the episode, we see Old Man Yamamoto telling all his captains that prepare for war. There's about to be an invasion from the Quincy, and Captain Kodosuchi, he confirms that. And what's interesting, this is the first time we hear any other captain outside of Old Man Yamamoto talk, which is kind of cool in a way, because these are all fan favorites. We all know them, love them, but they've held back on having them play a part in this, you know, continuation of the anime so far, and I kind of like that because, like I said, these are all fan favorites. They are all about to play a big part in this next few episodes, um, but you finally hear someone talk, and that's pretty cool. But he was the only one who talked uh, out of all the other ones. But yeah, episode 3 was, you know, it was. Oh, before I finish that, we got, from what I can confirm, at which was new story beats for Uryu, because his stuff in the manga was not shown much during this part in the story, but in the anime we get to see him looking into the Quincy, and he looks into what's going on. So that was a neat addition. They confirmed they're going to add stuff to the anime, that stuff that Taiti Kubo thought he missed or wanted to clarify. So we knew that was going to happen, and it was good to finally see not just a few scenes here or there. This was a bigger part of the episode. Basically, took the two roads that we've been seeing and added a third one. Um, but yeah, this episode is was a slower pace compared to the first two, but it is the calm before the storm because shit's about to hit the fan. I am super excited. I hope y'all are watching it, and if you haven't checked it out, like I've said, go watch Bleach, give it a chance, because they are going all out on this Thousand Year Blood War um, chapter or arc, and I am here for it. So yeah, check it out, and I hope y'all have a good one.